Hey guys, Justin from Talk Android here with the Galaxy S7, and today I want to show you the always-on display that Samsung included on the Galaxy S7 and S7 Edge. You can see it here being used. I have these set up. That is just a calendar with the date and time, and it moves around across the display. So let's show you first how to set it up. You go to Settings, and at the top you'll probably see a display selection, or if it's not there, you'll just see it when you scroll down. And if we go to Always On Display, you'll get a whole bunch of settings. And the first option is, what do you want to show? Do you want to show a clock? Do you want to show a calendar with a clock? Or do you just want to show an image? The clock style offers the most customization, because here you can see you can choose different cities to display the time of. So if I add Helsinki, and then I turn off the display, you'll see I can view what time it is here in New York or out in Helsinki. So if we go back to the settings, the calendar option, there's just two styles to choose from. They're pretty much the same, and I was using one before. Or the most boring, or simple, I guess you can say, if you don't want to say boring, is just the image. Samsung doesn't let you choose your own. You have to choose from three available options. Here I have the Galaxy one, fitting for the phone, and it shifts a little bit the longer you leave it there, but there's really not much to get. And this is really the same for all of them, because Samsung made it very static. There isn't the ability to have notifications show up, which I think is a little problematic, because Motorola's Moto display is able to have notifications come in and have the time show and everything. You can interact with notifications on, say, the Moto X Pure Edition, the Moto G, even the Moto E. But with the Galaxy S7, you're stuck. You're stuck with a static, always-on feature. And, you know, it may look good and everything, but it's just boring. You wish there was a bit more. And LG also has their own always-on display feature on the G5. We haven't used it yet, but we'll be doing so in the coming weeks, and we'll let you know how that works. But Samsung's real advantage is that its always-on display isn't going to burn through battery life, because the phone uses a Super AMOLED display. What this means is that only the pixels lit up here are the only pixels lit up here. In other words, the black space you see everywhere else, the pixels are not lit up. Samsung has that advantage, A, because it makes its own displays, and B, because it's Super AMOLED technology. So the phone is not going to burn through battery life just because you're using the always-on display. It'll use probably a few percentage points every 10 hours, I would say. And no other company can do this. Like the Moto X Pure Edition has to illuminate the entire display because it's LCD technology, but not here with Samsung. So that's a true advantage, and although it's boring, I guess you could say it's useful, because if you have the phone on the desk and you want to see what time it is, you can just look down and see that real quick. You can see the date, time, and your battery life. That's about it for us here with the Galaxy S7. We'll have more on this phone and its sibling, the S7 Edge, in the coming days ahead.